You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the exogenic database. I know it happened on a cruise. This doesn't have to end like that.
What do you think you're doing, Jong?
Communications are back up. Exogenic wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Feros has. The Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
I won't let you hurt these people anymore. Drop your weapon or be prepared to use it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I'll deal with the Thorian, then make sure you're safe.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear a path. Good luck.
In an earlier video, I mentioned that there's really only one quest in the game where grenades become useful, and you're looking at it right now. These anti-Thorian gas grenades will knock out the colonists without killing them. Just make sure you actually remember to equip them. Blowing up colonists with high explosives when you meant to save them is kind of a nasty surprise.
Please try to avoid hurting the colonists. Use the nerve agent I gave you, if you can.
It's almost time, isn't it? Maybe we can free our friends after all. I have to help them. It's my fault this happened.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed, thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
Exogeny Corp appreciates your cooperation in securing its colonial assets.
that's you, infection or not.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
You got it, Commander. Let's do this.
Finally, some action.
Alright, so, you got Phi Dan, Arcelia Martinez, Calantha Blake, Hollis Blake, Davin Reynolds, May O'Connell, Macadoyle, Greta Reynolds, Gorat 2, Heranon, Maldina Scott, Enos Ledra, Hannah Murakami, and Ian Newstead, and about 9 or so nameless colonists. Although 3 of those colonists won't be here because they don't have guns, or their legs are broken, or they're dead, or in the washroom, or something. Okay, let's talk real for a second. Grenades are mostly useless in Mass Effect. Even at best, they don't work all that well or predictably, and most likely you haven't been practicing very much with them. So, at least a few of your grenades are going to go awry in this section. What often happens is that players end up using all of their grenades trying to knock out the first few colonists and don't have enough to knock out the rest, so those colonists have to die. Well, there is an alternate way to take out the colonists, with your fists. If you hit them with a melee attack, they'll get knocked unconscious, most of the time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to take out these colonists non-lethally without using grenades. Mostly. My first recommendation is to save, and save frequently. As you've probably seen with the amount of melee I do in this Let's Play, sometimes it can be a little unreliable. Saving often will allow you to protect yourself, not just from the colonists' attacks, but also the game's bugs. Obviously, this melee strategy is going to be easier or harder depending on who your character is and where you are in the game. If you're a high-level soldier with maxed out immunity and heavy Colossus armor, you're probably not going to have to worry about too much. But since I'm a mid-level engineer in light Onyx armor, I'm going to have to play it safe, so you're going to be seeing the slow, steady, and strategic approach.
Enemy is everywhere!
Notice that sprinting into enemies gives an automatic melee attack.
Negative contacts, Commander.
It's always tricky using melee on enemies that have hidden behind cover like this, especially if you can't soak up much damage. What I like to do is send my teammates in, buffed to the gills, and have them draw fire. The AI doesn't like to switch targets, at least not without a few seconds hesitation, so that can give you the distraction you need to get in close and hammer your enemies. If you were paying attention, you probably heard Ashley fire her shotgun. Now, it looks like I got lucky with Dab and Reynolds here, but often your teammates will get spooked and kill colonists, even when you've ordered them not to. I don't know what causes it, it's when they're attacked or you're attacked or something, but bugs like this are the reason that you're saving, and saving often. That bug makes this section particularly frustrating to go through with melee. Because of the way the area is laid out, you can't get to the colonists easily, and you can't face them one-on-one. As a result, you're going to be taking a lot of fire if you try to melee all 4 of them. Now, if you're a big tough soldier in heavy Colossus armor, you're probably going to be able to just soak it up, and in which case, just go ahead and wade in. But if you're like me, and you can't afford to take that kind of damage, you're going to need to use your teammates to draw fire. However, because of the way this area is laid out, you're going to need to put them pretty much nose up against the enemies, which almost guarantees that they're going to get spooked and kill one. As a result, even if you plan to melee the rest of the colonists, I'd suggest using a grenade on these 4. Now, you may be wondering, if we're not using the grenades on the colonists, what the hell are we saving them for? Well, just watch. Anti-Thorian gas grenades instantly kill Thorian creepers. That may not seem like much, but next video, trust me, you're gonna see why we want all the anti-Thorian gas grenades we can get, including the 5 in this upgrade kit. As you may have noticed, sometimes at point-blank range you'll fire your gun instead of executing a melee attack. To keep from shooting colonists in the face, I usually point my gun above their heads. The arc of my swing still hits them, even though my bullets will not.
There's the crane. Can you make sense of the controls, Commander?
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
That unnamed colonist isn't always up against a ship, but Hana Murakami almost always is, and in this way she presents kind of a final boss of a melee run. You see, when you knock down an opponent, they always shift position, sometimes a little bit, sometimes a lot. If you're not careful, Hana Murakami can end up partially inside the ship when she stands up. This means that you won't be able to hit her with melee attacks anymore. You'll have to either hit her with a grenade, which doesn't always work, or shoot her dead. That's why I'm being very particular about the angle from which I approach her. Though it's not practical to really try and smack her away from the ship, at least you can try and keep from smacking her into it.
Charging up!
As you can see, despite my caution, she stood up partially within the ship. I'm very lucky that the second hit knocked her on her face instead of on her back. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hit her again. Just another reason to save judiciously.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't.
won't!